The Azores, a group of Portuguese islands, literally in the middle of the ocean. And home to Santa Clara, my team for this Football Manager 2021 save. And today, for the first time ever, a team from the Azores is going to compete in Europe. Yes, hello there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Dodgy Gamer here, bringing you Season 2, the very beginning of Season 2 of our save with Santa Clara. And today we're just going to jump straight into it. Transfers, early season fixtures, we'll leave all that till after. We're going to get straight into our qualifying round match against FC Basel for the Europa Conference League. Our first ever game in Europe, so that's why we're jumping straight in. Now, if you take a look at the team over here, similar formation to what we used for the majority of last season, 4-2-3-1. The only name you're going to see here that's different was a player who wasn't in the side last time, Bruno Lamas. Now, he was actually a Santa Clara player. He was away on loan last season at a club in the UAE, I think. Now he's come back. We've put him into the team. Based on his name, I've nicknamed him FM Lamas. There's a couple of other new faces on the bench, but we'll introduce those to you later. Ben Bala, a French midfielder that we signed and brought in on a free. Carlos Daniel, a Portuguese winger, who we brought in on a free as backup to Carlos Jr. So team talk, play your game, you'll win this game. The defenders are going to need a bit of extra coaxing, I think, and the attackers as well. Got faith in you guys. Get out there and make a difference. Huge game for us today. Okay, the teams come out. We're going to get straight to it. And hopefully we're going to have an entertaining match for you. Right, not a lot of action so far. We get an FC Basel corner here. They've been the better team. They've had more chances. Just nothing highlight worthy. But we've got a break here. Costina's run the length of the pitch. He's had a shot straight at the keeper though. But our first real chance of the day. So we're going to go with demand more. Because, you know, we've got a bit of stage fright at the moment, I think. We're letting the occasion get to us. We're letting Basel have the better of the game. Let's have another quick counter here. Oh, Carvalho lumps one forward. Santana with the shot. Santana has had a fantastic start to the season. 5 goals in his first 2 league matches. So I'm hoping he's got his shooting boots on today. Okay, we're starting to come into this now. It's Basel's ball, but it's in their danger zone. But now they're going for the long balls over the top. Arthur Cabral, Marco with the save. Well done, sir. Okay, another corner for Basel. They're obviously going for the set pieces. It's evened out a bit more now. But now we've got to make sure that we don't get sucker punched before half time. So come on, boys, get this ball. Let's make this a Santa Clara ball. Get a quick break. But no, at the moment, Basel are just toying with us. Padula out wide. He's looking to get the cross in. It's finally cleared. Only as far as Frey. There seem to be so many Freys in Swiss teams over the years. But we've got it now. It's FM Lamas. Plays a ball through to Santana. He gets there first. He's hit the post or the underside of the crossbar. I'm not sure which one. That was a glorious chance. Oh, I hope we don't come to regret that come the end of the match or the end of the second leg. Indeed. Let's see what we can do now. Santana again. He's had another good chance. Oh, he's got to put one of those away eventually. Another set piece for Basel. It goes in long. Marco punches it, but no one was there in a red shirt to pick the ball up. Come on, boys. Get a foot on it now. Let's get a quick break. But no, they're very good at keeping the ball. Basel or Basel. Oh, but the keeper's given away. Carlos Jr.'s through. What's he going to do here? He should have laid it off for Santana. He should have done something. Or he should have shot before he got dispossessed by the keeper. Oh, well, we edged it in the end. I think we edged that half. But I think we've missed a few too many sitters for my liking. Okay, just looking at this heat map over here. This is something we're not used to. In the league games we've played, when we play this tactic, when we're at home, our opponents often sit a lot deeper. Basel are not. I'm going to go with that. I'm not happy with your performance. Even though I think we have been the better team, I just want to pump them up that little bit. We're going to up the tempo a bit. I'm going to take off that time wasting it. I'm not sure why that was on. We'll go to standard with the passing. get the ball out to the flanks as well. So we're just being a bit more direct in this half. Right, straight into a highlight then. Basel start with the ball. Oh, they're playing it very patiently. Oh, I thought we were going to win it there. But come on, that's it. There we go. Ramos does the business. Out to Costina. Carvalho now. Get it out to the left flank. Come on. We've got a man over there. There we go. Mansur plays it up to Carlos Jr. Carlos Jr. cut inside like you're supposed to. Carvalho. Lamas. Ooh, FM Lamas nearly got us a goal there. Just wide, but we're unrelenting. We're keeping the pressure up here. Mansur with the cross. Santana gets the goal. Yes, finally. Ooh, early in the second half. The team talk did the trick. We've got the goal that we've been searching for. Nice play. Mansur just whipped in the cross. Santana pulled away from his marker. Got that header in beyond the despairing stretch of the keeper. I think they're looking at a possible offside, but Santana wasn't offside, and Carlos Jr. over there was well away from the play. But good stuff. We'll praise the boys for that. And they've hit praise just as a highlight started for Basel, and they've bloody well scored, haven't they? What a pickle. Little hint for you. I got this from FM Digi last year. If you have ever done a shout, and then immediately after that shout, something has happened in the game that makes you want to cancel it, if you go to tactics straight away, you can hit cancel. And then it gets rid of the changes that would have come about from that shout. So we're getting rid of the praise shout. Time, I think, for some substitutions. Carlos Jr. not having the best of days, so we're going to bring on Carlos Daniel, who can also play in that inside forward role on the left. And I'm going to bring on Afonso for Cardoso. Cardoso not having the best of games. We've also switched our mentality to positive. So, we're chasing that win. We need to make sure we take advantage of our home advantage. Right, fire it up, boys. There's only 12 minutes left. We've had no further highlights since that equaliser, but here we go now. A chance for us here. Rashid, he's come out wide, plays it to Ramos. Ramos, get the cross in. Come on. He's been dispossessed. Oh, now we've got to watch out for the counter-attack. Our defenders have been pulled out of position because Ramos was up at the byline. And Basel have scored. That was definitely Ramos's fault. Now, this is a time when a fullback should be on a super low rating, and he's on a 7. Go figure. And it all seemed like it was going to be so good at the start of that first half, but, the stats are pretty even, but we're just not doing anything. Right, time to go much more direct, max out the tempo, early crosses, shoot on sight, send the ball over the top. And let's push that line up really high. I know we risk conceding a third goal, which would pretty much put the tie to bed, but an equaliser. 2-2 is going to be better than a 2-1 defeat. And here we go. We've got the chance now. Come on, Lamas gets it in. Santana again. Oh, was that a save by the keeper? Was that back off the post? Difficult to tell, but another glorious chance goes begging. We missed so many sitters in that first half. Come on, here's a last chance. Only 25 seconds on the clock. Come on, make this a Santa Clara ball. There we go. Quick, pump it up. Pump it up, Ramos. Ramos, make up for giving it away before, but he gets tackled. Come on, run over. Get that ball. Take the throw in before the referee blows his whistle. All right, there we go. Lamas, get the cross in. He does. Santana, straight at the keeper again. Oh, we've lost our first game in Europe. This first European campaign could turn out to be very short indeed. Let's take a breather. We'll have a look at some of those transfers in more detail, some of that early season form, as we start to think about how we're going to rescue this in the second leg. Because we're very early in the season, and if you have a look, we haven't been too bad actually. We lost our first game in pre-season. This was literally 3 or 4 days after everyone showed up for training. But then we won the rest of them. Then we had a bit of a tough start. The League Cup, the Allianz Cup, this year is the full version. Last year we had that condensed version with only 8 teams. So we were put into the second round against a team from the division below, Academica Coimbra, if I'm saying that right. 2-2 draw, and it took a penalty shootout for us to win that one. With the opening day of the season, we travelled away to Porto. You could not have a tougher opening game. Defending champions in their backyard. But look at this. We took the lead. Santana scored on 10 minutes. They pegged us back immediately. They were 2-1 up at half-time. Then we made it 2-2 early in the second half. Santana actually scored to put us 3-2 up on 87 minutes. But Porto threw everything at us and they got a goal back in injury time. We were so close to a famous victory. But that was a fantastic start to the season. Followed up by our first home game against Ferriense when we beat them 5-1. Santana with 2 more goals. FM Lamas with 1 as well. Carlos Jr., Costina, fantastic performance. That level of performance was nowhere to be seen in the match we've just played. Now, like I said, I'm going to talk you through some transfers, some other bits and bobs from the pre-season. Then what I'll do, to avoid having a super long episode, this second leg we're going to do as a separate episode, but I'll make it like a part 2 for, season 2, episode 1, part 2, and I'll put that out tomorrow. Start with club finances, so you can see we are still in debt. We're like 2 million in the red now. There was a little boost here as some sponsorship money came in the off season, but we've been told TV money will be paid across the season, so we haven't seen any of that yet. It doesn't look like we're really going to get any European prize money, unfortunately. Transfer budget, wage budget. Now, this wage budget I've got at 57,000 a week now. That's come from a lot of shifting of transfer funds over to the wage budget. We're currently spending 52,000, but basically any players we brought in have been on freeze because that's all we could afford. We did have a couple of times where we were a bit stuck in the transfer market because we'd maxed out our wage budget. We'd shifted all the transfer budget over. We did sell off a couple of people to generate some more funds, but it's been a lot of scrimping and saving. So if we look at the transfers, you see players in, quite a few of them, all of them on freeze. Now, a lot of these are signings for the future. So we've got this guy, Duke, who I think is the same Duke that you might have seen if you're following FM Trek's save. But we just signed him, young player. We sent him out on loan already. We've got Tom Clayton in from Liverpool. We've also sent him out on loan. We got Novella in from Lazio, fullback. Sent him out on loan as well. Ones who've come in for the first team. We've got Ben Bella. He was on the bench for the game against Basel. So as you can see, central midfielder, can play a variety of roles, all at a very good level. Mazzala, central midfielder, deep line playmaker, box to box. Don't really use Carrileros, but plenty of yellows. I mean, he's not a superstar player, but he's a very solid player. 25 years old, at his peak. Free transfer, very good bit of business for us, I think. We've also brought in this guy, Carlos Daniel. He's going to be back up to Carlos Jr. out in this position as an inside forward or inverted winger. So again, we got him on a free. Again, like Ben Balla, he's immediately valued at £500,000, so good bit of business for us. He's fairly professional. I mean, nothing outstanding in his stats, but a good depth option for us. And all these other guys, these are youngsters. We got this Hungarian youngster from Benfica, again came in on a free, already out on loan, I believe. Yeah, we sent them out to the 3rd division to Mariahens. So we'll look for a bit of development there. I mean, it is one of the club policies or club vision aspects that they want us to sign young players with a view to making a profit. They want us to sign Brazilians. So we didn't get any Brazilians in, I think, but we definitely fulfilled that young player aspect of it. So as you can see over here, we released a few players, quite a few players out on loan with a few loan fees coming in and covering the wages, which is going to be useful for us. And then we sold a couple of players as well. So Mesquita, someone I couldn't really find a spot in the squad for, sold him off for 80,000. Nene, who, once we got Ben Balla in, better than Nene, so we didn't need him anymore. Sold him for 100,000 up front, potentially going up to 190,000 to Reggiana. I thought that was a good deal, considering his value was about £150,000. The board slated me for it. Luis Estevez, we brought him in last season on a free. sold him for 40, potentially going up to 63,000. You'd think the board would be happy with that. They weren't. But, you know, we brought in a young player on a free from a lower division club and sold him for money. But anyway, I haven't really found anyone to improve the team. That's the problem. What they want in terms of our expectations this season, if I just bring up the club vision, is they are after being competitive in the Europa Conference League. Hopefully that doesn't mean get through to the group stage. Mid-table this time in Liga NOS. They did actually say they'd be happy with, avoiding a relegation battle. But I went for mid-table to get a bit of extra cash out of them for the wage budget. And then Allianz Cup we've achieved. They wanted us to get to the third phase, which I believe is going to be a group phase. We're just waiting on some of the teams like Braga and Sporting who entered Europe earlier than we did to complete their second round. And then the draw for that will be made. Okay, so the draw's been made and the Allianz Cup third phase is indeed a group. So we've been drawn in there with Benfica, Tondela, who were a bit of a bogey team for us last season, and Vizela from the league below. Okay, that's interesting. I haven't seen this before. It says in those matches for the League Cup, I must include a minimum of 5 players that were used in one of the previous 2 official first team matches, and the fine for not following the rule is £7,000. I guess that is to stop the big teams not taking this competition seriously. Alright, so we're going to wrap up the episode there. Like I said, I don't want this to go on too long. If you are watching this on the day of release, tomorrow, so in 24 hours time, there'll be another episode out with the second leg of this match against Basel. Can we turn it around? What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Please hit that like button if you've enjoyed today's video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'm Dodgy Gamer. See you again very soon.